Welcome to the video. My name is Chris Lynch with Empire Real Estate, the YouTube channel. We create real estate content for real estate entrepreneurs. So it's real estate brokers, team leaders, real estate agents. In this video, I'm gonna go over a pipeline update. I started this series 0 to 3 million a couple months back, and it's basically my journey of taking my personal sales from 0 all the way up to 3 million in the quickest amount of time possible in this challenging market. So in this video, I'm gonna go through all the deals, all the things that I'm generating, and I'm also gonna tell you how I'm generating those deals so that way you can start implementing these things into your business and making money. So let's dive right into the video. So welcome to the video. This video series is 0 to 3 million. If you're a new real estate agent or you're just a real estate agent that's been in the business a while and you need something to kind of get you moving, get you motivated, and get you rolling again to start making sales and start making money in this challenging market, this series is for you. So I'm a real estate team leader. I've been in real estate sales for the last 7 years. I was in finance at a 9-to-5 job before this, but I've been a full-time agent for about 7 years. And I started my real estate team in 2018. And since then I've had a team. We do pretty well. But I want to share this journey because, I wanted to jump back into production full steam and just show you how to start generating business for yourself and start creating more commission checks in your business. So I want to do this 0 to 3 million pipeline review and kind of, leave where I left off in the last video. So if you haven't checked that out, check that video out. And that kind of goes where my pipeline was the last time I did this update. But in this update, I want to show you what I've done, the leads I've converted, what I have in the pipeline right now, and how far I'm away from the goal of 3 million. So let's dive into it. So basically from here to here is the deals that I put under contract. So I got a listing in Warwick, Rhode Island. And what I'm going to do with this series too is I'm going to tell you how I got the deal. Because that's important. I'm not just going to sit here and ramble off the numbers because that's boring and that doesn't help you in any way. So I want to share with you how I'm actually getting these deals. That way you can start using these strategies in your business and start making money with them. So this was a past client. This person is somebody that called me. They were a past client. I sold them a house about 4 years ago now, and they wanted to list because they have to move somewhere else. They're going to move to a different part of the country, and they wanted to use me again. So the lesson here is if you have past clients and you've been at this for a little while, make sure you stay in touch because you can lose deals that you would have otherwise had if you don't follow up with these clients. In fact, I just started doing some follow-up with past clients because it's super important, especially now in this low inventory environment. If you have past buyer clients, those people are now seller clients at some point. And you want to make sure that they call you when they want to list and they want to move. So I actually did this recently, and I'll admit I haven't been the best at following up with my past clients. It's kind of a money tree that I have in my backyard that I'm not watering. And because of that, it's not the best thing, right? So I recently followed up with past clients. I just started a campaign reaching out to past clients, letting them know what their home is worth. And I found out that 2 of them already sold. And these were great past clients, but over the past years, I just haven't stayed in touch with them like I should have. And because of that, when it was time to sell, they didn't think of me. They thought of somebody else. And that's totally fair. And that's totally my fault. And as agents, I feel like we do that a lot. So that's what this was. This was a past client, and I just started a campaign to reach out to past clients. And I've already had quite a few reach out to me and that are coming on the market because I kind of sparked their interest. I stayed in touch and I started this new campaign, kind of showing them what their home is worth now versus what they paid for it back then. So I want to show you what I'm doing. This is a little example of it. So I came up with some marketing for this, and basically the first thing is a low inventory flyer that just kind of, shows some, information about what the market's doing. It explains that we have a lack of inventory. It's causing a lot of people to have a lot of home equity, and that their home is probably worth considerably more than when they bought it a couple years ago. So this is a good flyer. It's a quick one. It just grabs their attention. And then I followed up with this one here. So This one is basically time flies, and it's saying like, hey, time flies. It feels like yesterday you bought your house, but it's actually been a couple years. And you put the amount of years that they bought it. Then you put an old picture of their house. You put a different picture here, and then you go over what they paid for it, and then you put a question mark. What is it worth now? With a question mark. And this kind of sparks their interest, and it makes them want to reach out to you for a home value report. So this is something that I came up with for my team. We've been using it. We've been, getting some listings on the market because of this kind of marketing. I do have a marketing store for agents, so I kind of make this stuff and put it on our marketing shop. Right now it's on Etsy, and you can check that out. So they're plug and play marketing things done for you. You click, download it, and you can get this stuff to use on Canva and customize it for your business. So that's been a good thing, and I kind of send it out in these things here. So I got this from Staples, and I just put them in so I don't have to fold them up. It's just a nice envelope. You write the information and you mail it out to the past client. And a lot of times I'll put my business card in there as well, which is good. So I'll throw one of these in with that. And it's been a good thing. Not everybody will get back to you, but again, with real estate, it's a numbers game. So that's a past client here. Next, we have a referral from a past client. So about 6 months ago, I sold somebody's house. It was a condo sale. It wasn't a huge sale, but it's somebody that knew me from social media. They see a lot of my posts. They reached out. I sold their house. They happen to work in a financial institution, and they get people that come to them and ask if they know a good realtor. Because they did a good job, because they gave them 5-star service, they ended up referring me to this client who had a pretty big listing, $610,000. We're under contract, and they're also going to buy another house that's going to be quite expensive. So relationships are key in this business. Next, we have a buyer. You're gonna laugh. This is also another past client. Somebody that I stayed in touch with, actually a very good friend. I helped him buy his first multifamily, and because of that, he got a great deal, and he's doing very well with it. So now he's buying another one. This one is about $495,000. So again, another good sale. That brings us to a grand total pending of $1,435,000, right? Okay, that's good. So we're still a little short. So again, remember, we're trying to get to 3 million. And now I do already have sales from earlier before I started this journey of 866,000. So you could technically argue that I'm almost there, but I didn't want to count that. So when I started this 0 to 3 million series, I wanted to exclude those sales and just kind of start from zero. So basically, we're short about 1,565,000. So we are about halfway to our goal. Now, I want to talk to you about some of the things that I have coming on market, because if you're a real estate agent, you know that part of the journey is building your pipeline, and the bigger pipeline you could build, the more deals you're going to have coming up in the future. So here are some of the most serious people that I'm working with. This one right here, I'm actually going to in about 30 minutes. We're going to do professional photography. We're going to launch the house on the market. Beautiful house. This one here was a referral from an agent. So an actual agent that was watching my YouTube series. That's why I say it's important to be on YouTube. They said that this is the professional you want to work with. He's dedicated, he's involved, he knows his stuff. So work with him. So that's a big thing. If you can get on YouTube, if you can get yourself out there and you can share your knowledge, people will recognize it and you will get business from it. So this one's going to be about 400K, very motivated, moving to a different part of the country. Excellent deal. This one here is a past client again. So I sold this person a house a couple years ago. I started sending this stuff out to my past clients, and now they want to list. They want to move into a different kind of property. They've outgrown the property that I sold them, and they're ready to go. So because of that, they recognize that they loved working with me, and they're going to list their house and they're going to buy one with me. So that's probably going to be in total about $600,000 to $700,000 worth of volume, and that's great. Next, we have a buyer in Portsmouth. This is a buyer from one of my listings, and they are going to go to Portsmouth. They're going to move to a different part of the state, and that's going to be about $700,000. So again, a very good, sizable transaction, and it's going to spit out a very good commission once I'm done, and they're happy. So that's good. And the last one here, last but not least, guess what? Another agent to agent referral. I know it's hard to believe, but agent to agent referral, somebody in a different part of New England, again, reached out, said, I have a client, they're not happy with their current agent. I don't have the license in your state. Can you work with them? I'm working with them now. We've already had multiple offers go in. Really, the person's a joy to work with, terrific client, a lot of fun. And I'm just having a lot of fun with this one. So this one's gonna be roughly $315. So if you add all this stuff up together, the stuff that's coming on the market, and I have more stuff too. I just didn't add it in here because I don't know if they're gonna go into contract that quick. Like I have a buyer that's looking, 550, but they are getting outbid and they're in a really challenging sector of the market. So I didn't add that here. I also have a couple more that are coming on, and I also have some stuff that I've converted lead-wise that I've sent over to my team. So some of the leads that I get that I convert, I send over to my real estate team and I say, here you go. This is a buyer, they're looking for 400K, they're pre-approved. Go out and help them find a house. So I do that as well. I kind of juggle a lot of plates. I'm a team leader. I'm still in production. I have another business I'm starting right now, and I have a lot of things going on. So I do like to delegate, but again, I do still sell in production, and I think that's important. And I wanted to show you that in this series. So if you add all this stuff up, you're looking at about 1.7 million in sales volume. So that would get me to my $3 million mark, my goal. And that was really just from doing the right thing, following up with people, past clients and so on and so forth. And keep in mind, I'm still cold calling, I'm still generating new business, and a lot of that stuff I'm passing off to my team. I know you can't see up here, but we have a whole graph with what they have, like Theory. She has quite a few buyers. Jen has quite a few buyers and sellers. I have some buyers. We're doing good. And it's important to still call and generate new business outside of your sphere of influence and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you're doing that too. We currently use Vulcan 7 to call seller leads for sale by owners, circle prospecting. Those are all good things. I also have one that I'm working on. It's about a $1.2, $1.3 million listing. I've been following up with him for the past year and a half, but that was a cold call from just dialing through a dialer. And I ended up speaking with him. We had a good rapport. I've already been out to the house multiple times. Very unique house, right on the water. We're in Rhode Island. It's definitely a great listing. So that's another one. So the opportunities are out there. You just have to put the work in. And I would highly suggest that you just time block a certain amount of time every day and say, this is my time block to cold call. This is my time block to prospect. And this is my time block to generate business, because that's the ultimate money-making task in this industry. Of course, you still have to provide 5-star service. If you want referrals, you've got to be a great agent. But so many people only focus on that and they don't focus on generating new business. And that's why they end up with this, thing that they end up in. It's a real estate roller coaster. It's highs and lows, highs and lows, highs and lows. And you want to avoid that, because that's why great agents quit the business, because they might be great agents. They could give tremendous service, but they don't have a consistent income. And when you don't have a consistent income, it's very hard to stay in a business when you have consistent bills. You have bills coming in every month. You have obligations every month. And you can't have months where you're making $0, right? And you might be working hard showing houses and doing all this stuff, but it just might not be turning into actual commissions and paychecks that you can use to pay your bills. So it's important to get on the prospecting train, stay on the prospecting train. And even when things get excellent and you have a ton of things in your pipeline, it's easy to take your eye off the ball and not prospect, but you have to prospect, because eventually when those deals close, you're gonna need new ones, or you're gonna be in this little rut and you're not gonna get paid for a couple months. And that's the worst thing as a real estate agent. So I hope this video helped you out. I hope you got some quick pointers. I'm still prospecting, so I'm expecting to fill my pipeline up with even more stuff, even though I technically already have the pipeline full enough to get me to my goal, my quick short-term goal of 3 million. I'm gonna still keep hammering the phone, because some of these deals might not come to fruition, right? Some of these people might actually not buy with me. Some people might decide to rent. You never know what's gonna happen until the deal's closed. So it's important to keep your foot on the gas and keep going even when you think you have it in the bag, because sometimes you don't have it in the bag. And with real estate, so many things could change. There's so many moving pieces, and you just have to stay on the ball. So I hope you are crushing it in this challenging real estate market. And I would love to hear how you're doing with your personal goal in 2022. So drop it in the comment section below. And if you like this kind of content for real estate entrepreneurs, smash the like button and subscribe. We come out with weekly content for real estate entrepreneurs. And if you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe and you have an awesome day.